Hello and welcome to a Chip Off the Old Block Toys. This is Jeff here, and today we're going to do a MOC, which stands for my own creation for those who are not super Lego fans, but you're a Lego fan. This is set number 60422 right in front of me. Now, my opinion is this. What's better than one set of set number 60422? Well, the answer to that is indeed a second one. And yes, you're supposed to smack yourself in the head with the box just like I did. It was planned. So I did not disappoint myself. Now, what we're going to do is, first of all, I'd appreciate if you hit the like button. I'm going to slide this aside, and we're going to work on the ship itself. And we're going to switch cameras, all that good stuff. And we're going to answer questions. And also, we have News of the Weird, just like we did last week. It comes out every single Sunday. So I printed off the latest one, and we're going to go ahead and we're going to go with that. So hello, John. How you doing? And what we're going to do is let's open up the instruction booklet, or the destruction booklet if you're my father-in-law. Okay, so the cool thing about doing a second one is that I can have two of the jet skis and all that good stuff. And hello, Mayo, and hello, Greg. Yes, Greg, you can get a link. Not a problem. Just give me 1 second here. Ow, dang it. What the heck, man? Mrs. Chips putting thumbtacks on the floor. All right, here, let me copy this. Nah, she's not really. Hello, Stitch, how you doing? And let's go over to Facebook so I can give Greg an invite. I hope all of you are having a great day. I'm having a great day. There you go, Greg. I sent that. So that should be coming along soon. And also, if you guys didn't know, James Earl Jones passed away today, the voice of Darth Vader. So, yeah, I'm kind of bummed out about that because, well, ever since I've been a kid, he's been the voice of Darth Vader. So, and you can't really replace him. But then again, Darth Vader's dead in the movie, so I doubt they really need him anymore. So, yeah, that's the big news, and I appreciate Greg and John sharing that with me because I wasn't paying attention. I'll admit it. Been really busy. Me and Mrs. Chip did a lot of yard work today. And John, I am your father. Yes, the famous line from that. And yeah, it was, we spent most of our day outside. She did the riding lawnmower, did the front lawn. I did the weed whacker and scooped out all the chicken, you know what, out of there. So, all right, well, here's Greg. Let's add him. Greg, how you doing, bud?
Oh, nothing much.
Cool.
Getting a new roof today.
No, the contractor finally did contact me, though, and said that, and asked me about coming by this week. So hopefully he'll be here this week to do that.
I'm talking about we are.
Huh?
Talk about we are.
Oh, you are? Oh, okay, well, I was getting a new roof as well, actually. Right over this loft, I've got a spot that several of the shingles have disappeared through the windstorms and stuff. So, cool. How much is that going to set you back, if you don't mind me asking?
Us, about 9,000.
Ooh. Yeah, that's an ouch, isn't it?
They removed all the old shingles, patched up all the termite damage, and put all the underfelt on.
Okay. And John says, oh, yeah, don't step on those thumbtacks. I was just joking. It wasn't a thumbtack. What it was a, do you guys know what goat heads are?
No.
Okay, so they're like this little weed, and it has, it's an irregular round shape, and it has a bunch of horns on it, which they do look like goat heads the way they grow. That's why they're called goat heads. Well, when they're alive, the goat heads are wet and they're not bad. But once they die and they dry up, you step on one of those and it hurts. Well, because I was outside in the yard today, I think I stepped on one and brought it in, and now I'm stepping on it when it's dried out. So it feels great.
We got stickers down here.
Okay. That's okay. Mrs. Chip keeps you distracted and interesting. Well, Mrs. Chip, I got to say, she's a hard worker. She was on that riding lawnmower and helping me out, and I can't complain. It doesn't matter. No one listens when I do anyway. Just kidding. All right. Let's build some minifigures here. So, yeah, what we're doing today is we're going to take and we're going to expand this universe. I like this set. However, I think it's better when it's all long and drawn out. So, oh shoot! Oh wait! No, he's got that. I don't know what I'm thinking. All right. Oh boy. Okay. So we've got the second boat going. Just got to finish it up here. I can almost guarantee you nothing nice will be said about James Earl Jones passing from Mark Hamill or Star Wars staff. That's unfortunate because, I know here lately everything's become so politicized, and it bothers me because James Earl Jones was a great actor. He was the perfect voice for Darth Vader. So I don't care what his politics were. Give the guy a break. He was a good actor, and he made Darth Vader what he was. So don't care. So, and we got the extra box here. We're going to do another one here. I mean, look, I tend to be conservative, but that doesn't stop me from liking good actors, even if they are liberal leaning. To me, it more matters what is their acting ability. And that's really all that matters. And if they're a good actor, that's great. They can be an idiot when it comes to voting, and I'm okay with that. But if they're a good actor, they're a good actor. Or actress. All right.
So, how's your day so far?
I admit I'm pretty tired today. Spent a lot of time out in the sun today.
You got a tan?
Oh, I just burn.
Is Jenny still there?
Oh yeah, Mrs. Chip is here. Mrs. Chip's just ignoring everybody. That's all. She's over here laughing because she's sitting right here. Okay, so now we've got bag number 2, and bag number 2 is going to be right here. We're going to go ahead and expand the Star Wars universe. I'm just kidding.
I had Dairy Queen for dinner.
Oh, did you have a hamburger, or what'd you get?
They have a new menu item called the spicy chicken tenders now.
Okay.
I'm more of a Chick-fil-A Whataburger guy.
And what about Buc-ee's?
Buc-ee's like an hour and a half away from me.
Okay. Well, let's see if we can. Oh, hey, Miss Chip, can you unplug the camera? The power cord on it. It's going to keep doing that. Yeah, the one in the back. And just like that, Mrs. Chip proves her worthiness. I'm just kidding. No, I'm joking around. Miss Chip's gonna kill me, by the way, by the time the night's over.
Is she catching sinuses?
I think she's allergic to me, to be honest. I think that's the problem. I know I'm a lot to put up with, and I appreciate the fact that she does put up with me. But if you think that's one-sided, anyway, no, she's good. Okay. Dang, this piece does not want to stay on here. Oh my goodness. Look at every time I do it, it just falls right off. All right. Hey Ken, how you doing? Ken says, good evening, Jeff and everyone. I'm sitting here watching my favorite YouTube people while my 30-minute lunch break. Awesome. How is work going for you today, Ken? Say, in my opinion, I'm making this boat what it should be. And that's larger than life. Okay. Oh my goodness, look at that. Look at this. It is bent. Come on, Lego. So have you picked up any Lego sets recently, Greg?
I got the animated Batmobile.
Okay. Has it come in yet? Have you built it?
I picked up from the store and I built it.
Awesome.
I'm waiting for my next paycheck to get something.
Yeah. Well, I can understand that. And speaking of paychecks, I have a job interview on Wednesday. So if everything goes right, I could have a new job. It's an accounting job. It's at a construction company. So, oh, cool. Ken says work going amazing, and I ordered the full kit of the IXO collections of the Jeep Willie. All right. And I'm behind on comments here. James Earl Jones is fine. It's Mark Hamler. That's the child. Look, all I want is a little respect from his co-stars, half of whom are dead. Yes, that's correct. Figuratively imported the script a child. Yes. Today I ordered the
Silmarillion.
Yeah, it's a story that predates Lord of the Rings, creation, Middle Earth, and the races. Very interesting. The edition is leather bound, and it was like $100. Yeah, well, John, I will agree with you wholeheartedly there. I do hope that cooler heads prevail. I'm not into this immature garbage.
I'm currently reading Dune right now. The Dune saga.
How's that going?
Good. I just got done with the first book.
Okay. You know, I read the Lord of the Rings books when they came out when I was a kid. Well, I mean, they came out before I was a kid, but yeah.
What's Mrs. Chip's favorite books?
Mrs. Chip, her favorite are romance novels. No, I'm just kidding. She's gonna kill me for that. They're actually not. And that's a joke. That's a running joke with her that I've had for years. And yeah, she doesn't appreciate those jokes. So I better stop before I get manhandled over here. She will manhandle me. Trust me. That's not the issue around here. Huh? Oh, she says she likes psychology books. That's because they helped her figure out why she's so messed up. But see, like I said, I'm gonna end up dying. I'm gonna end up. There's gonna be a moment of silence for me here.
She's literally gonna draw you into 6 feet of dirt.
She probably will.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So yeah, we're just expanding the cargo boat first, and we're just going to go through this bag by bag. Okay. Oh, come on. It looks like I did not plan well enough ahead. I'm going to have to send Mrs. Chip out and go get some more stuff. And I'm only kidding because Mrs. Chip told me before the live stream she won't go out and get anything for me. So. Oh, I'm just giving you a hard way to go. Hello, Brick Trevor. How you doing, Brickmania Trevor?
Hey, Trevor.
So I'll have to finish the boat either off screen or maybe towards the end of the stream. I'll sneak out there and go and I'll grab the pieces that I need.
You gonna call this the Love Boat?
Yep, it's making another run. I remember that show. You ever watch that show?
A few episodes growing up.
Okay. Yeah, I've watched it as a kid. It was actually one of my mom's favorite shows. And yeah. Yeah, I didn't. I'm going to need some more pieces here too.
Imagine being on one of those in the North Sea.
Yeah, it could be pretty dicey at times.
You know what the North Sea has in store for people?
What's that?
You know what the North Sea has in store for people?
Roughness?
Yep.
Yeah. I took German in high school, and my German teacher used to talk about the North Sea all the time because his dad was a fisherman, and a lot of fishermen don't like the North Sea because it can be completely calm, and out of nowhere, it just gets really stupid and rough.
Or the Drake's Passage.
Not too familiar with that.
It's around Antarctica and Chile.
Okay.
It's like the Drake's Passage, but on crack. North Sea, but on crack.
Okay. Okay. So I need a few pieces that I'll need to get later on. But as of right now, that's how it looks. And it has room for the containers. And in my opinion, this is what a container ship should look like. It should look a little bit bigger than what Lego did with the original because I thought it was too short. So there we have that. Let's put this aside and let's go with the next one, which is the crane itself. Now, before we do the crane, I did have to add about 40 pieces. And here it is. Later, Mayo. Hope you have a good one. And Kenneth said, I'm on bag 3 and 4 of my JM Bricklayer Lego Castle build. Awesome, dude. So I wanted something to go in between the two cranes because we're going to have two cranes here. So I put enough pieces here for this platform. And I got these pieces out of my personal collection. All right, so I have a piece that is actually not even Lego. It is a Lego piece, but it's not an official Lego piece because it's printed on, and it wasn't printed on by Lego. And it says right here, warning shark waters. And so we're going to put that right here. I got that on AliExpress. So let's go ahead and let's add this to the mix. Okay, so we're going to have this little piece in between this and the other crane. Oh, this is more boat pieces. Yeah, I don't need these right now, so I'm going to not open that bag. The cool thing about this build, as far as I'm concerned, is that, you know, I'll be able to have there's 8 minifigures per set, and I'm going to have 16 now. So let's go ahead and bust this open. And I also do like these white construction hats. These right here were in the old cargo boat from the 80s, the ones that really float. And I have that set, so I know about that. And here we go. Here's another figure. Let's do yet another figure here. Okay. Well, as promised, I promised I would do a news of the weird, and I've got that printed off right here. So let's start off with what I feel is a good story. It's called The Least Competent Criminal. Dario Wilkerson, 20, literally fell into law enforcement's lap on August 26th after he tried to hide out in the attic of a home in Memphis. Wilkerson was wanted for first-degree murder in a case from April in which Troy Cunningham was shot and killed in downtown Memphis. After U.S. Marshals surrounded the home where Wilkerson was hiding, the fugitive fell through the ceiling into the kitchen of the home, landing uninjured right in front of law enforcement. So, there you go. No, it looks like we lost Greg. We'll see if we lose Mrs. Chip, too. Yeah, see, we already lost her. Oh, there we are. And Brickmania Trevor said he's still here. I am glad you're still here. I really am. How is Brickmania going? And more than just that, how are you doing and what's been going on with you? Brickmania is good. I'm also good. I was off today. Take care of some honeydew. Yeah, I totally get that. It's kind of what I was doing today too, with some honeydew items with cleaning up the front yard. So I totally get that. Mrs. Chip was nice enough to run the lawnmower for me, though, the riding lawnmower. And she took care of some things there. And things are going well here. I did lose a chicken recently, and there's Greg.
Sorry, my mom called me.
Oh, no, you're all right, man. I appreciate anything you do for me, man. Seriously. Yeah, I lost a chicken recently, but I still have 15 hens. So I'm still doing pretty good. I've been toying with the idea of getting a lot more chickens. And the way the coop is built, and I don't want to describe it because it would probably bore you, but it would be easy to add another coop on the other side of the enclosure. And I'm seriously considering it because I would like to have more chickens and sell the eggs because people around here will buy them. In fact, my neighbor next door, she's bought eggs off me before. I haven't had any recently to sell, but I figure why not?
You probably get outside guard dog.
Well, I have a watchdog. He'll just watch you. He won't do anything, though.
Kind of like a Great Pyrenees or Doberman or something like that.
You know, I would love it if Gertie, the Great Pyrenees, could come home with me, but I'm afraid my sister is being a little difficult about that. She's not giving up Gertie, and she's really not taking care of Gertie, though. As Spencer says, Gertie is just a house ornament.
or get a wolf husky.
Kind of what I already have there.
You basically need an outside guard dog for both for the animals and your property, though.
Yeah, that would be nice. I will say, however, not a whole lot goes on around here as far as like, me and Miss Chip, we were outside for several hours a day, and no one even came close to bothering us.
What about the animals? Like nuisance animals?
We do pretty good on that because Enzo, like the neighbor next door, she has a problem, or she says she has a problem with skunks. I don't. I've never seen a skunk on my property. Then again, Enzo, the kind of dog that he is, he would kill it if it came by.
If he got zapped by it?
Well, I think Enzo's a little, no offense, but Enzo's a little too stupid to stay away no matter what.
You had to give him a tomato bath?
Yeah, I probably would have to. And I mean, the outdoor cats keep the snakes away. So, I don't know. I think we're doing pretty good on all that around here.
How's your territorial rooster doing?
Mrs. Chip, I had to take away the pistol from her because she was about ready to shoot it. She really was about ready to shoot it the other day. I had to talk her down.
I'll make good looking drumsticks though.
They do. And Trevor says, I've told Miss Trevor we should move to a rural area to a small town, but she prefers the convenience of everything 5 to 10 minutes away. Thank goodness my husky has never been skunked. Mine has not been skunked either, but he's been smart enough that he's gotten a skunk without being skunked. Enzo is, I know he's goofy, but he's actually a lot smarter than he gives off. And I really mean that. I don't mean that in a mean way, but like when you first meet him, he's a big goof. But he's actually very intelligent as well. I think he just likes being silly. I mean, he's warned me against rattlesnakes on the property. I haven't seen any recently because I got cats, and the cats counteract the snakes by eating the mice. So the mice have, or they eat the mice, so the snakes have nothing to eat. So the snakes just leave the property because there is no food here. And in fact, when Mrs. Chip was mowing the front lawn, she found evidence of the cats at work. She found a couple of Stuart Littles that had passed away on the property. Okay. Now we bag number 5.
You know why chickens don't want to join the band?
Why?
They don't want to play with the drumsticks. Get it?
Oh, yeah, I do. And do you know that chickens are actually cannibals?
Really?
Yeah. If a chicken is sick, you have to separate it from the rest of the flock, or else they'll kill it. And we had that one that got hurt by Gertie, and I nursed her back to health, and she was walking again. And as soon as I put her in the pen, even though she was healed, they could tell she was a little bit weaker, and they picked on her that night. The first night I had her in there and killed her. And I didn't clean her up right away. And Well, when I went back over there, there was nothing left her. They picked her clean. And they're in an enclosed structure, so it wasn't like something else got her. They are opportunists. Here, slide this out of the way. Have you ever raised chickens, Greg?
No.
Okay. Well, this is my first time raising chickens, and it's been an adventure. In fact, when I went to the local country store here to buy feed one time, the gal behind the counter asked me where I was from, and I told her where I was from, and she said, "Oh, so you're a city boy?" And I said, "Yep, I'm a city boy trying to fake it as a country boy." She thought that was pretty fun. Well, we've got more news of the weird I can read. And this next story about news of the weird bothers me because, well, I just really don't understand us humans wanting to get close to wild animals. They are wild animals, they're not domesticated, and if given the chance, they will indeed kill you. So, on that note, let's go ahead and let's pull that out. So, this story is entitled, "The Rules Don't Apply to Me." Police in Brighton, New Jersey charged Zaire Dennis, 24 years old, on August 23rd with one count of defiant trespassing after an incident on August 18th at the Cherry Hill Courier Post reported. Dennis of Millville, New Jersey, was recorded at the Cohen-Zick Zoo taunting a tiger after climbing the barrier into the animal's enclosure. Police said she tried to entice one of the Bengal tigers through a second inside fence. In the video, the tiger appeared trying to bite the woman's hand. Dennis was also caught on camera at the zoo's bear exhibit demonstrating the same kind of behavior. I will say survival of the fittest there. And where I live at is a rural area, and we get moose here sometimes. And I'm going to tell you something. If you've never seen a moose up close, those things are giant.
Have you had moose before?
No, I've never eaten moose. Nope. Have you had moose?
No.
I've had deer and deer jerky because my sister likes to make jerky, and she sent me home with deer jerky before. It's actually pretty good. It's kind of tough, but and when they say it's kind of gamey, it is gamey. So there's a reason they say that. But Greg, I'm real excited about my job interview coming up on Wednesday.
I hope you get it, though.
I do too. It'll be in an accounting position, so it is something I'm familiar with.
Then you're going to use that money to fund more Lego.
What's that? Oh,
Then
buy more Lego.
Yep.
Yeah. I'm actually kind of hoping, and I mean, I hope I don't sound like a snob here, but one of my goals in life is to earn enough money to get dividend income that I don't have to work anymore. And I've been successful at creating a dividend portfolio that pays quite a bit. Not quite enough for me not to work anymore, but I'm close. Which is why when I quit this job, I really didn't really worry about my money for a little bit. And now, 2 months later, after I quit, now I'm looking for a job. I also applied at a local parts store. They have someone at the parts counter that they need, and it pays pretty decent, so I applied there. My local post office, I learned today the clerk quit, and I would love to work for the post office. So, I got my ear on the ground, looking out for any sort of work I can do, and I don't mind working local where it doesn't pay as much, but I don't have to commute and I don't have to kill my truck and gas. Because to be honest with you, if I get a job outside of town, I'm going to have to go down to Texas and trade out the car with Mrs. Chip, so she can have my truck, because she doesn't commute very far from work. And when I told Mrs. Chip we're going to switch out vehicles, she didn't complain at all. She loves my truck. Her little car gets like 40 miles to the gallon, so yeah, I wouldn't get hurt by that deal at all. Oh, that fell off. Version 1 is one of my favorites. Oh, which one? Which set? Okay, let's throw this in there. I did have a really good weekend on Bricklink sales. So if you bought from me, thank you. I appreciate that. And even if you didn't, thank you. I appreciate it. All right. Let's throw this up there. Okay, and then we need to take care of this. So how soon I know you talked about moving to Dallas. How soon do you think that's going to happen?
For a while.
Is that why you guys are getting getting your roof fixed in preparation to sell your home or something? Or
I'm planning to move.
Okay. And Trevor says, I like bison, elk, venison, emu, ostrich. Yeah, they are. Actually, I had a little bit of ostrich meat, ground ostrich. My mother-in-law is the one that put me onto that. I didn't think it was going to be good, but she prepared some, and I admit it was a lot tastier than I thought it was going to be. How about you? I mean, like, was it a surprise to you, Trevor, that ostrich meat and elk taste good. And have you ever had any of those, Greg?
Hold on. I had bison burgers. I never had elk. I had a little bit of venison. Nope. I never had emu. Never had ostrich.
Okay.
I had one. I had one bison burger in my life, and it's from Fuddruckers.
Okay, well, it reminded me of a stupid joke, so I have to tell you the stupid joke. Do you know what the buffalo said to his offspring when he went to college?
Where? What?
Bison.
Hmm.
It's pretty stupid.
Have you had bison before?
Yes, I have. In fact, Antelope Island, if you look it up, it's a island in the Salt Lake that has a buffalo herd, a wild buffalo herd. And because it's on an island, they can only let the herd get so big. So every year they do so many permits and allow people to hunt the bison and kill them. And what's really cool about it, there's restaurants that sell it or have the meat for a limited time.
Is there a limit per person?
Yeah, there is. It's a lottery system. Very few people actually get it because, well, they can't go too far. But the herd has peaked at like 1,200 bison, which is kind of a lot for that little island. So I understand why they do it. Ooh, that's wrong.
I heard rattlesnake is good.
I have never had rattlesnake. Have you had that?
I heard it tastes like chicken.
Yeah, doesn't everything taste just like chicken? I hear that a lot. And I even hear that chicken tastes like chicken.
Alligator tastes like seafood chicken.
Okay. And I've been exposed to those meats since I was a kid. Cool. And I'm not the environmentalist type that feels that you shouldn't have that stuff. Actually, I'm the opposite. My sister-in-law, she's vegan, and she's very annoying too, like most vegans. And
is she a cat lady too?
No, only because her place that she lives doesn't allow cats. But I said most vegans, not all vegans, are annoying. I actually do know some good vegan friends that are not annoying. Work with one at the hospital. Anyway, where am I going with that? Yeah. I don't know. I don't remember. Who knows? Let's see. I'd love to try some of that, get some different protein since I'm a carnivore. Okay, so now we have this done. So let's go ahead and let's slide this over. So there you have it. Now we've got a double crane, and it goes right along with the boat. So they can offload more than one at a time. I'm not done here. I've still got a little bit left to go. So we're going to grab the next bag, but I just wanted to show you that so far, that we've got a double platform with the longer boat. And Mrs. Chip has agreed that if this does not work out, it's her fault. So I'm just kidding.
I didn't agree to anything.
She should give you a wet willy for that.
I don't think she'd smack me upside the head if she could.
Talk about a wet willy.
The only problem is I'm on camera, so there'd be proof of domestic violence there. My first experience with ostriches was about 6 years old, and we went to a restaurant that had exotic meats. Well, I don't want to get anybody in trouble, but I will say that there was a person that I kind of loosely knew. I didn't know him that well, but they used to push around a grocery cart in the neighborhood, and they used to sell tortoise eggs. And some people really do like to cook up tortoise eggs. Now, I had never tried it. Don't think I would, but yeah. Okay, why is this not working out? Well, because didn't do it right. That's the reason. I haven't had any amphibians or reptiles. I don't know if I'd try any. Yeah, same here. I'm not sure. Just at first, it doesn't really appeal to me.
What's the number one American food you will never try?
Oh well, I've already tried chitlins, so that's too late. But I'd never try them again. I'll tell you that. John says, I'm in Gatorland, Florida. That's common here, but I won't eat that. Yeah, I think, Greg, you just asked that question. I think gator would be something I wouldn't try.
It's like mixed between seafood and chicken.
Oh, you've had it before?
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, I'm not the biggest fan of that. And John says, we need to do a mock of Elon's drone ships. Actually, I don't think that's a bad idea, John. Nice. Let me put that back on there. And if you haven't noticed, Mrs. Chip is staying off camera today. She wants to be able to just kind of, spout things off once in a while, which is okay.
Why are you panting?
And Brickmania Trevor says, John, I've heard that even though hunting the wild boar in Florida is popular, no one eats the meat because of the poor quality meat. However, I've heard from raised boar is the best pork. I haven't heard either of those, but actually, I've known some people that have hunted wild boars, but never heard about their opinion of the meat, though. I'm also thinking about buying me a 3D printer. I've got some things I want to try to create and sell if possible.
I want to try Indian food.
I'm sorry, you're going to try what?
I want to try Indian food.
Oh, Indian food?
Yeah,
actually, Jenny's brother, or Mrs. Chip's brother, sorry. But yeah, her name's Jenny. He likes Indian food, and he has a couple Indian restaurants that he's taken us to, and he also makes Indian food because he's got the spices. And yes, there's more than just curry.
Also, Also Thai, Ethiopian, Bhutanese.
Okay.
Instead of a sweet tooth, I have a big spice tooth.
Spice too. You know, I used to, but I'll be honest, I've developed health problems with my stomach, and I can't do too much when it comes to spicy anymore. Um, and I'll tell you what else. I mean, this is kind of. I mean, I'm not trying to gross anybody out, but I found out that I have a mild allergy to lactose. So before I go eating any dairy products, I have to take a pill. Otherwise, that'll become a problem. Let's just put it that way.
Have you had Ethiopian before?
I have,
Or
and it's actually
Thai?
I've had Thai as well. In fact, there's Thai Jasmine, which is a restaurant in Syracuse, Utah, and it's actually pretty dang good.
What
In
about
fact, great.
any Ethiopian restaurants?
There aren't any here, but when I lived in DC, there was, and that's where I've had it.
Is it any good?
Yeah, I thought so. It was surprise. I mean, I'm not trying to be mean, but you know, because of the famines that happened in the 80s in Ethiopia, you kind of wouldn't think they'd be too good at food, right? And I'm not trying to be mean. I'm just being honest. Um, I was really pleasantly surprised. They actually do have some really good food.
Also want to try Bhutanese and Nepalese
Nepalese.
and Bhutanese.
Okay, so now we're done with this little section, and I'm going to take this and I'm going to insert this right into here. And I need to grab a couple more of these little pins.
Hey, how's Bender, Trevor?
Okay, so now we've added a second crane, we've expanded the ship, we've expanded this. Now we got to work on this building here, and I have got a lot in store for that because I actually grabbed a few extra pieces right here to expand the building. So we're going ahead and do that. I'm pretty sure Bender, he is good. He'll be streaming tomorrow. Okay. And I don't know who Bender is, but I am always up for watching other channels. I actually like watching other channels quite a bit.
I'll send you a link to his channel in a minute.
And the reason that I like watching other channels is that by no means do I think that I am the greatest builder. And in fact, I kind of see myself as an average builder. I just enjoy this, and that's why I do it. And I like seeing other people's stuff. And this is something Mrs. Chip will not be happy, but I'm going to say it anyway. This character right here, this is Mrs. Chip Sigfig.
You saying she's an old lady?
She is. She's a grandma. and she's got just about as much gray hair as that one does. So yeah.
I sent you the link.
Okay, I appreciate that. Thank you.
I'm an admin to his channel though.
Okay.
Hmm.
And John says something about trying iguana.
Iguana Jeff or Iguana Joe.
Okay, let's see. I don't think I really want to. I think I want to adjust this because this is having me build just like the building. I don't want to build just the building. So let me go ahead and alter this. And I have to admit right now that a part of me is not really happy with Mrs. Chip's job because she's on leave, which means she's getting paid to stay away from that place. And problems keep coming up and they keep calling her. And it's like, yo, this is my time with Mrs. Chip. Go away. But I do understand that they do pay the bills for right now, so okay. Like I said, I'm kind of improvising here because I'm trying to come up with the best little thing I could do here with the pieces that I have. So let's go ahead and improvise away. That's why it didn't work out. Okay, well, let's try this a little differently then. Same way I train my agent. She has to train. Oh well, I can't divulge too much. All I can really say is there's one person in particular. There's only one person that's causing some issues right now, and yeah, that's all I can say.
The tissue got issues.
Well, I just don't appreciate it because this is my time with her, and this particular person is creating all kinds of headaches for everybody. So, okay. Oh shoot! I still have the same problem. I thought I. Ah boy. Not cool. So what can I do to? There we go.
What y'all gonna have for dinner tonight?
You know, that's a good question. Miss Chip, what do you want for dinner? You see, this is the good part about being married to Miss Chip. She's not paying attention, so I can answer however I want and say we're going to have whatever I want.
And she's gonna like it too.
Probably not, but that's a whole nother story. Okay, so let's do this.
Probably the dollar menu from McDonald's.
I think she'd be a little upset about that. Mrs. Chip is not a fan of the McDonald's, and I'm not really either, to be honest with you. Okay. Actually, I think I want to do this differently. Yeah, let's do this differently.
The higher ups gave Ronald McDonald's job with a box with the face on it.
I mean, I don't know if you heard what's going on with McDonald's, but all those people demanding higher pay, a lot of the McDonald's have gone to automated machines for their workers.
I wouldn't be surprised if they go bankrupt in those states.
Yeah, it's kind of sad to see people demand things that, I mean, if we're being real, I mean, it's not sustainable. Cool. Okay. I have what I'm looking for.
I'd rather go to Burger King than McDonald's.
Yeah, we do have a Burger King here in town. We do not have a McDonald's. John says he can't stand going to McDonald's. You know, I really don't care for McDonald's either. It seems like every time I eat there, well, no offense, but I have bathroom issues afterwards. Okay, so now we got to work on this. I'm not sure how we're going to work on this exactly. So,
The first automated first drive-through Chick-fil-A is opened up in Georgia.
The first one did?
Yep, just drive through, just get your order, or just pick it up. There's no kitchen or there's no dining room or anything.
Well, that's interesting. Do we know why they did that?
Just to try it out.
Okay. So what I'm trying to do here is I'm trying to expand the building. And I'm trying to keep it in line with what's on the other side. So I'm not trying to like reinvent the wheel here. All right, so we've got this guy here. Now what do we got on this side? Okay. So I think we've got this kind of figured out. And okay. So yeah, I'm just trying to. I mean, I like this set as originally as it comes in, but I also I wanted to do something a little different because sometimes I think Lego can be a little cheap with their sets, and on this one I thought they were a little cheap. So I wanted to do the cargo ship bigger, which we did, and now we're working on the shop itself, and I messed that up. So let me fix that up. There are now automated convenience stores, pretty much like a giant vending machine. Are we this weary of in-person human action? I'm not. I actually, it drives my kids nuts. But when I go places like Walmart, I don't do the automated checkouts. I do very specifically. I like interacting with the people that work there, and I figure that if more of us were to do that, there'll be more jobs for people because they can only do self-checkout if all of us go for it. And if enough of us don't go for it, then they have to hire more people, which I want. That's also what I tell Miss Chip why I don't put my cart back either. Just to give people jobs. But I'll admit, that's just me being lazy.
That's what they got cart pushers there.
Yeah, I mean, I'm being a jerk. I actually do put the carts back. At least most of the time. One of the Targets by me is only self-checkout now. Oh, really? Only self-checkout. Wow, that's really saying something. Now, when I go to the closest Target to me, they only keep one register open, but they still have that one register open. And oh, there it is. Okay, so we need a couple of these pieces that I brought with me. What, are you going to try to shoot me?
Yeah.
Mrs. Chip is giving me that look.
Just checking to see how things are going.
Come on,
No.
make my day. Feeling lucky, punk?
Mrs. Chip has got that look on her face like she's ready to kill something. And seeing as I'm the only thing around here, I'm getting a little bit worried.
You know what that's off of?
I guess you
No, you cannot kiss me on camera. I don't want anybody to know that I love you.
You know what that's off of?
No, I don't.
It's off of Dirty Harry.
Dirty Harry. Well, they should have made a movie called Dirty Jenny, but, you know, that's a whole nother story.
G.I. Jenny.
G.I. Jenny. Yeah, that'd be good too, but okay, so
Jenny.
that's I'm hoping this will work out what I'm trying to do. Because I built the spacer in between the two cranes before I started, but I did not have time to build this building how I wanted to before this started. So I'm not really sure how that's going to work, or even if it's going to work. I'm shooting from the hip, as they say. Okay, well, I don't think it looks too bad so far. I think we just got to open another bag. Oh, I forgot the ice cream in here, so let me throw the ice creams in here. I should have done it before I did that, because now it's hard to reach. Be honest with you, Miss Chip, I am in the mood for. Well, actually, they close at 7. Oh, that's not even open on Mondays. Never mind. I'm not in the mood. I changed my mind.
What you in the mood for?
I was in the mood for a dragon burger over at the Pines restaurant, but yeah, they're not even open on Mondays, so that won't even work.
We are gonna go now.
Well, there is the drive-in.
The drive-in movie.
Oh no, it's like a Sonic, but it's not really affiliated with. It's not a chain or nothing. It's just a little local. I don't know what you want to call it, dive restaurant. And I hate to call it a dive because it's not bad. It's just okay.
You remember going to a drive-in movie?
Yes, actually, I've been to several drive-ins. Those were like the main staple. Have you been feeling a little under the weather, Greg?
My sinuses are starting to pass, but starting to get in my throat.
Okay. Well, yeah, I get sinus issues as well, so I do understand that, and it's kind of weird because you feel sick, but you're not sick. Oh boy, I just took his fishing pole away from him. Let's give that back to him. John says the problem is Walmart banks on non-English speaking, so we cannot converse with them. But I specified to the Walmart traffic directors I prefer them. Thank you. Okay, a human. Okay, I got you, John. Okay, so let's add to this. I've got a couple other my own creations I want to do. I still want to do the train engine. the train engine shed. Sorry. Should finish my thoughts before I move on to the next one. But okay. I need to do a little bit of planning on that one because I'm not going to be able to use just the pieces that it came with. I'm going to have to do a little bit more than that. Trevor says the drive-in theater by me closed a few years back. Sad, people have gone in there, vandalized it, and stole some. That is sad, dude. I grew up in, well, okay, my dad was in the military, so I really didn't grow up there, but I spent time in Sunnyvale, California. And in Sunnyvale, California, the last drive-through disappeared, I want to say in the early 90s, and they tore it down and built an apartment complex. So that was the last one we had, and I really enjoyed that. I mean, I used to take some of my dates there, and well, we don't need to discuss anything that happened besides the movie, but you know, a few things did happen besides the movies.
Was
I
it
didn't.
like
What's that?
Was it like Grease, that drive-in movie theater part?
Yes, exactly. But Mrs. Chip, I didn't know her back then, so I don't feel bad about that. Okay. I probably should have. Yeah, I probably should have. I'm not going to. Miss Chip, you want to go to the drive-in? I guess not. She doesn't want to go. Okay, cool.
You'll bring something back for her.
No, I won't. If she's gonna ignore me, she doesn't get anything.
You'll let her starve.
Oh, now she's perking up and looking at me. Do you want to go through the drive-through?
Yes, you.
That's when you know your channel's bad. Your own wife ignores you. Jeez.
She loves giving you a hard time.
Yeah, probably. Man, I love Mrs. Chip and all, but seriously, just kidding. Trying to see if she's paying attention. She's not paying
I
attention.
heard you.
You heard me. Well, you sure are slow to the draw, woman. Okay, let's put that on there. I do like how they use these little candlesticks. They first came out with Harry Potter, and now they're pillars, little small pillars on here. I think that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Okay, so I think Shadow City. That's what a wife's job is, to give you a hard time about everything that keeps you young. Yeah, I know. She's been giving me a hard time for the last 28 years. So, yeah, I just cannot dispute that.
I wish there was a red robin in my neighboring city.
Actually, Greg, you bring up an interesting point. I passed by a red robin yesterday, and I thought about doing a mock of that. And I might just still do it because I think it's pretty cool.
For the bottomless fries.
I'm not too familiar with. I don't. I'll be honest. I don't go to Red Robin all that much. But I just saw the building and I thought it looked cool, so I was like, "Hey, I should do a mock of that." Okay, let's. There we go.
I want to go to an Astros game so bad.
Okay, then I need to put some pieces back here. We used to have more drive-in restaurants, car hops around here. It's all now Sonic. Yeah, I'm I'm not a fan of Sonic at all. I agree with you. They are subpar.
I like their ice cream, and that's basically it.
Yeah, I mean, their ice cream's not horrible, but and Mrs. Chip does, and I mean, I've been joking about her the whole entire time, but on a more serious note, I mean, she does like their milkshakes. She's always been a fan of those.
What's your favorite baseball team?
Mrs. Chip, what's your favorite baseball team?
I don't have one.
She says she doesn't have one. She's being a stick in the mud.
I don't watch baseball.
You know, I thought about doing a sponsorship with the company Delete Me, but when I told her about the product Delete Me, she grabbed the cordless hole puncher. So I decided not to go with that company because I don't want her to actually delete me. She was going to, I tell you guys. She was like, don't tempt me, child. That's what she said.
I think. Are you a San Francisco Giants fan?
I've been actually to a couple of their games because I lived right next to San Francisco for years. You got to be kidding me.
What just happened?
My worst nightmare. That was very, very nice. Thank you, Lego. Okay, well, this building obviously its structural integrity is in question here. All right, let's see what we can get. Have you ever had a spam milkshake? No, I have not. And what I have had is a hard time with this Lego set. I don't know why it did that. John, this is 2 of this set put together. Okay, I don't understand why is it. Oh, because okay, that's why. Okay. Well, let's fix that up then, and let's not do that again. I did add a couple extra pieces because I didn't like the fact that they didn't have the roof back here the full length. So There we go. That is now taken care of. And Trevor says, I volunteered to drink a spam milkshake if Bender would have raised $1,200 for Stand Up for Cancer. Unfortunately, he didn't reach that goal. Well, where's your sense of adventure? I'm just kidding. You have more adventure than I do because I don't think I would have even volunteered for that. But I do understand it was for a good cause. So, hey, you know. I've watched a few YouTubers that have done stuff like that. And I don't know. I've got enough health problems as it is, so I'm not trying to volunteer for any more. Okay, so this and this. But I mean, I do understand you doing it for a good cause, and I'm not trying to say that was a bad thing to do. And Miss Chip did it with her laser eyes. And Shadow City said, I looked down for 2 seconds. Oh, my Lord. Yeah, that was a bit of a disaster. The master of disaster. Okay. Let's put these on.
What's your next build going to be?
I'm thinking about doing the one that came out on August the 1st, the downtown streetcar. Thinking that'll be my next video, and I'm not going to do a mock on that. I'm just going to do it as is. Let's see.
Do you have it on you?
I don't. It's downstairs. And Mrs. Chip, I can tell you right now, she has not been feeling that generous today. I don't think she'll get it for me. The downtown streetcar. The set that's on the kitchen table. Oh, look at that. She actually is doing it. Oh, my gosh, guys. I don't ask. I demand.
Like I said, how about you ask nice?
I'm like Chuck Norris, dude. It doesn't tell me what time it is.
It tells you.
Exactly. Which, by the way, if you guys don't know, in the military, Chuck Norris jokes are like the big thing. And every time I come across those little reels on Facebook that have Chuck Norris jokes, I send them to Mrs. Chip. And we have a good laugh about it. It's the downtown streetcar.
Hold on.
Well, I can't find one of the microphones. Oh, there it is.
On this side or this side?
Oh, I'll take it right here. So this is going to be my next live stream. We'll be building this one here. Thank you, Mrs. Chip. In all honesty, thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay, so we got this part done. And what I did in the back is I just created another table in the back here. And I don't want to mess with the beach. So this is where I'm going to leave it right here. I'm not going to build anything further with this. And I don't even know if this is going to fit all in one camera view. Let's see if it will. Gonna have to definitely move these. Ooh, can you back off the camera a little bit, Miss Chip? Miss Chip, Can you back off the camera a little bit? It's the W button on the screen. The W button. Can you? Is that all the way? There we go. Okay. So this is where I'm going to leave it right here. We expanded the boat. We expanded the cranes. We expanded this building. We expanded this little space here in between to make it so that the boat can pull in here because you need a little extra space there. So this is 2 of these sets, and this is set number 60422. So if you would, please hit the like button and subscribe if you haven't already. And Shadow City, my son and I just got the set for our city. No idea how we're going to mills it and make it okay in full shot and make the crane work with the train. Also got the streetcar too. Awesome. Well, this one kind of already comes milled. It's a double mills, but I'm sure that it could be easily arranged that way. And honestly, as far as trains go, this middle part right here, I've thought about putting train tracks here instead, and it probably would fit. And actually, I know it would. So anyway, yeah, they could be pretty simple, and I hope you and your son have a lot of fun doing that. This is what I like about these sets is that they do connect you to family. Even Mrs. Chip likes it once in a while. So, all right, guys, if you have a good night, everyone. Thanks for being here, and I'll catch you guys on the next live stream, which will probably be Wednesday night. Thanks, Greg.
You're welcome.
You guys have a good one.
Bye.